Dustin Poirier on the MMA Hour finally gave his thoughts on Conor McGregor verbally assaulting his wife. He said that he crossed the line and he's glad that he punished him.
I felt like I just won. It is what it is. What a promoter the guy is, sitting there holding a Gumby leg and setting up fights and still talking trash. Hey, let the guy recover and get healthy and come back. We'll see what happens. What's next, but I felt like I won the fight. That's the feeling I got immediately after. For sure. I mean, for sure, some of the stuff he said is crossing the line. But this is a fight game, and I don't write the rules. I just go in there and punish people for talking, and that's what happened.
During a fan Q&A, Conor McGregor mentioned they would KO Kamaru Usman if they ever fought. A fan tweeted saying, "What's it like to spark people unconscious in 3 different weight divisions?" Conor McGregor responded back saying, "Tremendous. I love this record. I fight for the 170-pound title, I will spark him too. That would be the fastest KO in a UFC title fight, most knockdowns in a UFC title fight, and another KO in a UFC title fight. 3 title fights, 3 KOs, 3 new records. It's right there." Kamaru Usman responded to Conor McGregor saying, "Spark who? You must be talking about the pipe you've been smoking. Unlike you, if I'm going to talk, I lie to you. Now be quiet before I call Poirier or Khabib or Diaz to finish you again. Hashtag pound for pound." A 3-round welterweight bout between Kevin Lee vs Daniel Rodriguez has been targeted for UFC card on August 28th. Kevin Lee is coming of a submission loss to Charles Oliveira, and Daniel Rodriguez is coming of a TKO win over Preston Parson. Kevin Lee reacted and posted this on his Instagram with the caption, "We on August 28th salute to Daniel Rodriguez for stepping up and taking the fight. I'm ready to go to war. We're laying it all out there. At Platinum Mike Perry, use a so I'll fight the dude that worked you." Mike Perry responded back saying, "Lol, good luck." Yoel Romero's Bellator debut has been set. He will face Phil Davis in a 5-round light heavyweight bout at Bellator 266. Phil Davis is coming off unanimous decision loss to Vadim Nemkov, and Yoel Romero is coming off unanimous decision loss to Israel Adesanya. Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast gives his thoughts on the title unification bout between Francis Ngannou and Ciryl Gane.
Well done, Ciryl Gane. Commiserations, Derek Lewis. I do look forward to the return. He's going to be very upset with himself. He had a big opportunity there. Obviously, he was on a pretty good roll. His star is rising. He's got personality, but he crumbled. You know, he didn't live up to the expectation. You know, he'll be embarrassed. He'll be embarrassed, you know, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's healthy. It's healthy to be embarrassed after a situation like that, because that forces you to readdress and come back better and stronger. You know, it's only natural afterwards to beat yourself up because you could have done better. The reality is, though, to your point, what you said a moment ago, Ciryl Gane's probably the future of that division, you know, and I know everyone's high on Francis Ngannou, and of course there's talk of John Jones, and you know, the Stipe Miocic still waiting in the wings. We'll get to that shortly, but Ciryl Gane keeps passing the test time and time again, and then, you know, when you see the way he beat Rosenstruck, you see the way he beat Dos Santos and Volkov, I mean, the writing was already on the wall. But then when you combine the way Francis Ngannou fights and you look at the way Ciryl Gane fights, you know, I mean, I would assume that Ciryl Gane's going to be the favourite coming into that fight. But let's just talk about the ramifications of that fight for French MMA. It's insane because obviously, as we know, Cyryl's French, he's from Paris. Ngannou comes from Cameroon, if I'm not mistaken, but he came through Paris. He was training at the MMA factory. They both trained together for a period of time. He's fluent in French, you know, so he very much represents France as well as Cameroon, I believe. And if the UFC don't do that main event, because of course that's what it's got to be now. He's the interim champ, champion versus champion, or champ versus interim, whatever you want to call it. Don't start. It's got to take place in France, because only, I think, 18 months ago, maybe 2 years tops, MMA was banned in France. You know what I mean? Now it's legal, and we'll talk about the debut to go to France with Ngannou and Ciryl Gane. I mean, they're both fluent in French. You know, imagine like that you're trying to launch French mixed martial arts, or the UFC invasion on French on French land. Pardon me. Yeah, they're the perfect people to send over. And then, obviously, because it's not legal there, I'm sure it still has a presence. You know, I'm sure they are not oblivious to the sport of the UFC or mixed martial arts, even though it's banned. Or it was banned, you know, there's still a presence there. I'm sure people still watch it. But then when you launch with that product and you're going on like the morning breakfast shows and TV shows, and you've got these two monsters carved out of stone, looking like ridiculous athletes, because a lot of the heavyweights sometimes they could spare to lose a few. Not that not that there's anything wrong with Derek Lewis or Tai Tuivasa, but you know what? If you're trying to launch a new product and you bring out these two guys that are heavy hitters, they're knockout artists, there's not an ounce of fat on the pair of them, and they're absolutely gigantic. Do you know what I mean? That is how you start a French invasion if you're the UFC, and I just hope I get to go commentate.
Right here, he wanted to give you something. Got a gift for you.
For you.
There you go, dog. He ran it for you. Yeah. John Wood, where are you? This is my house. This is my house, John Wood. This is my house. Let's go. What's up, guys? I'm at Syndicate MMA with Brandon Moreno. Got the boys in the back. Hey, yo. We're about to go live. We're gonna play EA Sports UFC 4, and I'm smashing everybody. The champ stays undefeated. Let's go. Swipe up.
Vicente Luque on Unlocking the Cage with Jimmy Smith says that he's willing to fight Leon Edwards for a title shot.
Yeah, I mean, if everything goes the way, that the right way, I think that I could fight for the title next. I think that if Kamaru wins, I'm the only guy in the top 4 that hasn't faced him. I'm a guy that not only I'm a new blood for him to face, and I do think that I really can challenge him and can beat him, but also my style. I think that my style favors everyone in general. I think that favors the fans. It's gonna be an exciting fight. It favors the UFC because it's easier to sell that fight. So that's what I think that I have going for me. In my favor is my style sells fights. I'm always gonna put on a great show, and that's why I think I do deserve the title fight. I do understand that Leon does deserve that as well. He's been on a tear. He's on a great win streak, and if we cannot solve who's gonna be the next, maybe that fight has to happen between me and Leon. That would be a rematch for me. He beat me in 2017. So right now I think that I gotta rest up a little bit, stay ready, and see what's gonna play out. We gotta see who's gonna win between Kamaru and Kobe, and then I can really decide what my next shot is gonna be. I would go with Kamaru just because I think he's the tougher guy. I think he really is the best in the world right now, and that's what I want to face. I want to face the best welterweight out there, so that once I beat that guy, I can say that I am the best. So, and I think the best right now is Kamaru Usman. I think he will get the win over Kobe, but we gotta wait on that. And if he does get the win, that's the guy I want to face.
Time to do some work. Fight's announced. Finally, Anderson signed the fight. This will be a good one.
Oh my God. Oh, that was hard. Say if you want it, you gotta work for it, huh? Get them all in. There's no quitting me. I know how to work hard. I continue to work hard. 30 days. I'm in pretty decent shape. I'm not bad. I feel good. Keep going, baby. Keep working. Keep working. All heart. That's what got me here. All heart.